Next thing I'd like to discuss is wrapping classified information for dissemination. Now, last time I was on here, we talked about how to inspect classified information or how to inspect packages that we receive from other people. So there may be a situation where a clear defense contractor needs to prepare classified information to send outside the organization, either for briefing or to deliver classified products or whatever. The FSO's first step should be determine where it is going. The first step actually should be determine whether or not they absolutely need to leave the facility. And if it does, they need to determine the correct mailing address for receiving classified information. Every clear defense contractor has a mailing address and it's in a database. Once they do that, the FSO should begin the process of preparing that classified information for delivery. So some things I wanted to show you is what or how to prepare classified information for that delivery. I'm going to make this available here. So pretend this is classified information. It says secret for training purposes only, and it's in my very messy handwriting. However, the point here is let's pretend that this is a classified package. Inside is a classified document and receipts. So the FSO or the person preparing this should administratively remove this classified document by identifying it by name and maybe document number and removing it from their classified inventory. Once they do, they put it in a specific envelope, marked front and back, top and bottom with appropriate classified information level. So the classified document and receipts go inside. Also, a specific address that comes from the database, identifying the person by name who needs to receive this classified information. That way, the receiver will know what to do with it. Again, it's top and bottom on opaque paper. We want it to be dark and opaque so people cannot casually observe the contents of the classified package. Now, this goes inside of another envelope. This is vaguely marked. It's just marked top and bottom. And again, both of these have tamper-proof tape on them. It's a good practice to use them. So that way you will know, or your receiver will know if the information has been tampered with. And so you can see that on the earlier videos. So a properly wrapped complete package, whether it's being delivered by mail or courier, looks like this. It's very generic. No markings. We don't want to indicate whether it's classified or not on the outside of it. We just want to deliver it to the right person, the person authorized to receive classified information, because then they will open it up and review who it needs to go to, and they will inspect the contents and enter it into their own information management system for the classified inventory. So I have more explanation. I have a book here called How to Get U.S. Government Contracts and Classified Work. And inside, I demonstrate here how to apply NISPOM to Clear Defense Contractor Organization, which includes checklists on how to prepare classified information for delivery and how to receive classified information that is delivered. And so I want to share the screen with you. And this is the article I've been reading off, but this is the classified package wrapping checklist. And so if you want your own copy of this, email me at editor@redbitepublishing.com. I'll be happy to send you this checklist that you can put on your wall and use it to wrap your classified information packages. So I'm going to stop sharing there and get back to the article at hand. So next article is talking about continuous monitoring. What is continuous monitoring? Why do they keep asking us to do this? Continuous monitoring is reporting adverse information on yourself or others. Adverse information simply means, am I vulnerable to releasing classified information? Am I vulnerable to exploitation? Specifically, I want to talk about an article I wrote a few years ago where a clear defense contractor employee for the FBI cleared at the top secret level. So he took classified information and posted it on his blog. Now, this is very similar to WikiLeaks, where people are taking classified information and providing it to WikiLeaks for unauthorized disclosure, and it brings various levels of damage to national security based on what that classified information is. Why are we doing this? Why are people doing this undetected? Names come to mind, such as Assange, who makes it available, the platform available, but Bradley/Chelsea Manning has done this. He has removed classified information from their protective facility to put on WikiLeaks and make otherwise available in an unauthorized manner so the reality winner. Regardless of why they did this, the point is they did this. They did this under the nose of everyone. One, they demonstrated they were able to get a security clearance when maybe they should not have been able to get that security clearance. Two, they were able to remove classified information from classified storage and make it available undetected. Were they undetected, or were we unable to detect what they were doing because we turned a blind eye to it, or we did not have the proper training to be able to recognize such insider threats? So it's important that we, as we develop these training opportunities, as we interpret NISPOM, that we look for those instances where the insider threat or an adversary will be able to remove information that they are authorized to receive, but make it available for people who are not authorized to see it. We've got to do a better job at seeing that and stopping it. Cleared employees, like the ones that we just discussed, are breaking the law and the trust that we have put into them. We've said, they're authorized to protect classified information. But since they get their clearance, and while they're under the oversight of the FSO or the government equivalent, there's suddenly something happens and they want to make it available. We've got to do a good job at seeing it and preventing it. Now, some of these disclosures are completely accident, not in the cases that I just talked about, but some people may naively make classified information available. So our training programs, that's why I harp on training, they need to be they need to include how to recognize whether or not an employee does this maliciously or out of ignorance, and stop it immediately and report it to the right people so that we can correct this behavior. So that concludes our presentation for today. And again, we just wanted to encourage you to make NISPOM available to all employees. Bring your training up to speed to include all employees, and maybe consider doing internal certifications and different levels of training for your employees, and bringing them in so that they understand better how to protect classified information. Again, we have resources to help you do that. I showed you the NISPOM, and I showed you some of the books that we have and the training that we have. We also have the ITAR, International Traffic in Arms Regulation. If you want to provide that to your employees so they better understand how to protect information that falls under exports compliance. And we do also have a industrial security program and ISOC, master exam prep, to help your employees who would like to get certification study for it. It's just a study aid. It has 4 practice tests in it. And again, we hope that you visit our website, redbikepublishing.com, for more ideas on training or books. We also have Bennett Institute that has NISPOM Fundamentals training course. We also want to invite you again to our live seminar that's going to happen on the 23rd and the 30th. You can pick one of those to go to. And again, go to our website, redbikepublishing.com/NISPOM-seminar. And we hope to see you at our next video or our podcast. Again, we are DoD Secure, and I'm your host, Jeff Bennett.